everyone always says, once you stop looking, and I'm like, I'm not that kind of person. Like, I'm such a planner. I like to know what happens if B doesn't happen, and I have to pivot to C because I'm terrible at pivoting and like.
Short answer, she's a control enthusiast.
Yes, a little bit. No, that's true. He's not lying.
I have been instructed to coordinate the shoe game. I am going to ask the bride and groom 10 questions. They each have one of each other's shoes and one of their own, and they are going to sit back to back and hold up who they think applies to the question. Question number 1. Who made the first move? Do either one of you want to comment?
About 3.5 years ago, Brian called me on the phone and he was really excited. And he said, Mom, guess what? I signed up on Bumble and I just can hardly wait to see what's going to happen.
Caitlin and Brian met on a dating site and took a leap of faith that they were a match for each other and proof that it does work. Hoping it works for me.
We ended up meeting at a bar.
I got there early for once, which is anybody that knows me, that doesn't happen.
All right, number 9. Who is more likely to arrive late to an appointment? Would either of you like to comment on your answers?
I'm like kind of looking at the pictures going like, okay, let's make sure like I remember what she looks like so she doesn't like walk up to me and be like, hi, who are you? After I've been sitting at the bar for like maybe a beer and a half or so.
Like 15 minutes late.
And this chick walks in and she like kind of smiles real big as I'm looking at the door, and I'm like going, man, I hope that's her, because if it's not, I'm for sure having a drink with her.
Probably about a couple days later, he gave me another call and he was really excited. I said, how'd it go? He goes, it was so cool. I met this gal and we talked and talked and we talked for hours. In fact, we talked so long that the manager of the restaurant came over and asked us politely to leave because he wanted to go home and lock up and let his staff go home.
We shut down the bar. I got there at like, what, 6:30, and we didn't leave till like 11.
They like brought us the keys. They're like everybody's going home, so like, which keys are yours?
And then when we walked out to the car, and I was like, I don't know if he's even interested. I can't really tell. Like, I don't think he's gonna kiss me. And then he kissed me. It sounds so cheesy and overdone, but like when you know, you know. Like, I hate saying that.
I didn't know anything other than like, that was a really good kiss. I'm gonna do that again.
Who is the better kisser? Would either of you care to explain your answers?
Brian, thank you so much for marrying Caitlin. And just so you know, there are no refunds or returns. She is all yours. Make sure your grammar and punctuation are top-notch and always have pizza ready at a moment's notice. Always be kind, patient, respectful, honest, and love each other every day. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov!
Question number 2. Who was the first to say, I love you?
Well, I didn't say I love you first.
Oh, she freaked out because we were talking and it was very apparent that she was describing feelings that she was in love with me.
We were like a month in.
Nah, it was like 2 months, 2.5 months.
It was
10 weeks because I did the math. I was like, that's about as fast as humans can fall in love for real.
fine.
I was like, oh, you feel what? And she's like, what? And she just got all quiet. She's like, whatever, shut up. I'm not gonna say anything until you say something.
I just went, I'll say it when I'm ready to say it. If you say it first, maybe I'll say it back. And we just kind of sat there. And he just went, well, I love you too. And I was like,
she's like disappeared into the bed. She kind of freaked out a little bit.
and then probably like 30, 40 minutes later, I was like, I love you. And he's like, what? And I was like, I love you. And he was like, okay, I love you too. I feel like the only other person who like totally gets our dynamic is like Mallory, but that's because Brian's a boy version of Mallory.
I've known Caitlin for a very long time. She and Mallory became fast friends, and I found out they were 2 days apart, so they're kind of twins.
For those that are here tonight that don't know me, I am Mallory, and I've had the pleasure of being Caitlin's best friend for 21 years. Woo! I know it's amazing we don't look that old, but we are. I want to keep this short and sweet because I am like super ready to dance, and I know everybody else is too. And my ultimate goal is to like hopefully make Caitlin cry. And after knowing the girl for 21 years, I feel like I can do it pretty quick.
Caitlin, just part of her personality, and one of the things I love about her, she can't leave shit alone. It made it very hard. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be one of the biggest surprises that I'm ever gonna do for anybody, and it has to be the biggest surprise of her life. So like, I'm gonna have to start putting in some serious long con equity. It was middle of summer, it's hot as shit. I'm like, dude, we should go do something. Like, she's like, okay, cool. And so like, I list off like 5 things I know she won't wanna do, and then one of which is like, let's go look at rings at like Shaneco or something, because they got a bunch of selection.
I was like,
and she's like, whatever.
Like, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool. He told you it's not gonna happen this year.
So we go, we look at a bunch of different rings. She picks out the band that she kind of likes after she goes back and forth for a while.
The guy finally had to be like, we need to stop.
Yeah.
You have 4 different bands and none of them look the same, so I don't really know what you're looking for. And I was like, well, okay. I didn't.
So like the next day, or like the day after that, I think. I went.
No, it was the next day.
Yeah, the next day I went and bought it.
So Caitlin and I met when we were 8 years old at Villa Montessori. We graduated high school together. We went to senior prom together as each other's dates. Nobody asked us, so I asked Caitlin. We decided to go to college together. We moved in together. We graduated college together. We decided to move in with our significant others together. We have done this wedding process almost together.
We have a lot of weddings, in case you all didn't know. They all got engaged at the same time, because that's what friends do.
And then her 2 best friends, who have been in these relationships for like 5 years and 7 years or whatever.
Okay.
We're
3
on
years and 6 years.
Whatever, doesn't matter. We're on this timeline. I've got this set up. I've already pretty much picked out when we're gonna get engaged. And both these motherfuckers get proposed to on the same day. Like
Mallory and Denham, both bridesmaids.
6 weeks before I was gonna pop the question, or 4 weeks before I popped the question, she loses her shit.
I was very happy.
Full
for them.
meltdown.
Number 8, who is more dramatic? Caitlin, you have 30 seconds to change your answer.
Fast forward to the weekend of August 24th. Some friends of ours were getting married, and he was being weird. I was like, he would not propose the same weekend we're going to someone else's wedding.
Which is exactly why I did it that way. So we get out there, we're taking pictures, it's hot, it's Temecula.
I'm in heels.
And she is just over it. She's like, what is going on? Can we just go? I'm hungry, it's hot. I'm like, let's just take one more. And she goes, of what? And I had the ring like in my back pocket, and right as it went off, I like dropped down. What are you doing? And like I proposed, and thank God I got it on camera, because she definitely blacked out and didn't remember most of it.
Okay, I'll just say a little, I guess I will say a little something since Kylie really wants me to. I couldn't have done any of this without all of you. Each of you mean so much to me. You each have played a big role in my life at any, like, a given point. I wouldn't have survived the last 8 months without you guys. Planning a wedding is hard, especially in a very short frame of time. So I appreciate everyone's patience and kindness and giving me grace and consideration, so I don't know why I'm crying.
Because you're getting married tomorrow!
are thrilled. I want you to know how much we appreciate each of you. This evening, this weekend, is a real answer to prayer. You know, we're excited that Brian's finally getting married. We're excited that Caitlin must be nearsighted, must be very tolerant.
Question number 6. Who's more likely to start an argument? Just own it, Kate. Question number 7. Who's more likely to finish the argument?
Caitlin, you are one of the few people that can put up with Brian's bullshit and come 50-50 to meet him in his... God, if you ever had an argument with Brian, you almost just give up because you want to move on with your life. So...
We have known Brian since he was probably 6 months old. It's been quite an experience. To say that Brian has kind of gone his own way would be kind to all those people that have been lost their whole life. And honest to goodness, we prayed for Brian over and over again for many, many years. And Caitlin, we are so glad that you are here because all the rest of us are exhausted. And that tomorrow will be official, that all of us will say we did the best that we could. He's yours. And we'll just wish you the best. Send us cards, let us know. And you can call. You can call if you need help and you'll get our voicemail. So it's not really a problem. So we love you. We're excited for you. We're excited about your future together and it's going to be awesome. So God bless.
Question number 3. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Do either of you care to comment on your answers?
Thank you all for coming. We're very excited to share our special moments tomorrow with all of you guys. And it definitely takes a village. As you can see by the size of this one, we were both a pain in the ass. And it took a very big village. So thank you guys very, very much for coming here, for being a part of our lives, for supporting us, for loving us. If it wasn't for all of your support, we never would have made it this far. So thank you very, very much from the bottom of both of our hearts. We love you guys very, very much.
Give her a kiss.
When Brian was young, our pastor came up to us, pulled Ingrid and me together, and he says, I've got a present for you. This is going to be important as your life goes on. And it was a book called The Strong-Willed Child. As you've matured, you've become strong in will, but strong in conviction and integrity, and you've become an incredible man. And you're going to be a great husband and a great father, and you've made an impact in the lives of people around you. And Ingrid and I are so proud of you. And Caitlin, you definitely bring a stabilizing force to this relationship that nobody else could, and it's phenomenal, and we are so grateful.
This is about the two of you tonight, but I would like to take a time to send a special thank you to Brian. Thank you for loving Caitlin in the way that she absolutely deserves to be loved. Thank you for holding her hand through life. Thank you for taking over when I moved to Houston and being her rock when she needs it. And thank you for continuing to remind her every day to keep her head held as high as she possibly can. And thank you for loving her as much as she absolutely deserves to be loved, whether she believes it or not. She's crying.
Dear B, I honestly can't believe the day is here. After 8 months of planning, it's crazy to think that all of it officially starts today. The past 3.5 years have been the best of my entire life, and I can't wait for the next 100 years with you. You have completely transformed my life, and I honestly can't wait to see how else we can grow together. It's been nothing short of amazing with you. I love the life we built, and I can't wait to see what God has in store for us. I can't wait to be your wife and your partner in crime, and you're stuck with me now, player. Love you most, to the moon and back. Love your soon-to-be wife, Kate.
Dear Caitlin, as I sit here writing this to you, we are only a matter of hours from becoming husband and wife. I feel a bit jittery and overwhelmed with excitement. This is the first time in my life that I have ever felt this type of excitement. I'm excited for all the incredible things God has planned and mapped out for our lives. You are by far the most incredible human being I have ever met. With your big heart, your kind spirit, and your compassionate toughness, you make me feel loved in a way that I never knew was possible for me. I know that even though I can sometimes be a real treat to be around, you're always on my team and always have my back. It makes me so proud to take you as my wife, my support system, and my forever girlfriend. I thank God every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, that He led me to you. Short of my salvation, you truly are the greatest and most important thing in my life. I got you a gift that I hope you will love, and I hope it conveys to you how much I love, cherish, and appreciate you every time you use it. I love you forever and always. No one's do this damn thing and get hitched. P.S. Sorry, my handwriting looks like the real life version of two turtle doves. Man, his letter was better than mine.
All right, guys, we're gathered here today on this day to celebrate Brian and Caitlin. It is our honor and privilege to stand witness to this event. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today it all begins.
Brian, public speaking makes me uncomfortable, but I'm willing to make an exception for today. You know better than anyone how indecisive I can be. I've been indecisive about career changes, paint colors for our house, outfits, even my bouquet. But the one decision I'm wholeheartedly confident in and that I've never questioned is being with you. You were the best decision I've ever made. Of all the people, I have a really ugly crying voice. That's fine. Of all the people you have met on your journey, and out of all the things you have done, God decided to put you here with me. I know I can be a bit of a control enthusiast. Okay, a lot of a control enthusiast. But you have not once batted an eye at my meltdowns about how the drawers in the kitchen should be arranged, or how many baskets I need in the pantry. You have shown me so much care and consideration in all facets of our lives, and I promise to do the same for you. I promise to always listen, even when I have no clue what you're talking about. I promise. It happens all the time. I promise to build you up when you're feeling down and to always be kind, especially when I'm hungry. You're my best friend, my biggest supporter, and the best hype man a girl could ask for. Although today marks the start of the rest of our lives, I know it will not be enough time with you. You've shown me more love than I've ever known, and I promise to do that for you every day until the end. From this day forward, you will never walk alone. That's it.
That's pretty good. Caitlin, you are my best friend, you are my lover, you are my confident, spontaneous, confidant, partner in crime. You are the person I want to tell all my stories to, even if you don't know what they're about. You're the person I want to share all my adventures with. You are my person, you are my lobster. Every ounce of me loves every ounce of you. I love the woman you are today and the woman that you will be tomorrow, and every tomorrow after that. You were wonderfully and beautifully made, and I honestly believe that when God made you, he made you just for me. Through life's ups and downs, I promise that I'll always be on your team. I will hold you when you're upset for no reason.
That also happens all the time.
I will never buy you flowers, but only Domino's instead. I will continue to fall more head over heels in love with you every single day. I promise you that when we are old and we have stockpiles of memories behind every wrinkle, it will be because we've lived a life filled with once-in-a-lifetime memories and adventures and experiences that we've shared together. I truly believe that love is not a feeling, and it's a choice, and I choose you for the rest of my days. I promise to respect you and cherish you as an individual, as a partner, as an equal, and I will always know that we do not compete with each other, we don't complete each other, but we complement each other. With every ounce of my being, I know that you are my once-in-a-lifetime love. You are the love of my life, you are my best friend, you are my place in the world, and you are my home. I will love you recklessly and unconditionally for every moment of every day, for as long as I have breath left in me.
That was great.
We honestly couldn't have done all of the stuff that's made today happen without everybody here. We really appreciate every single one of you. You wouldn't be here if we didn't love you. And we can't thank all of you enough. We're so excited to celebrate. We can't wait for the next however many years. Apparently our 50th wedding anniversary will be 2069.
We are now here, and I can honestly say that those sites do work, because here they are. And we're so proud of Brian and Caitlin. Welcome to the family. We just wish you lots of love, blessings, happiness, and know that we are always here for you guys. Welcome to the family.
To the happy couple, I love you both. Cheers.
Cheers.
But we just want you to know how much we love you, and I know I speak for lots of other people here. We're so proud of you. Please help me raise a glass and a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Finally Right.
Brings me great pleasure to say you may now kiss the bride. Big one? Big one.
Hey.
All right, guys, now by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church in the state of Arizona, I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Right.